Today we're looking at January, the month where Premier League sides have broken yet more records for spending in trying to bring in players to desperately help their cause. But have they? Have they improved their respective teams? Join me as we go through some of the best signings from the January transfer window. Please make sure you like the video and subscribe, it really would mean a lot to me. But now, let's go through the top 5 signings from the January transfer window. Up first we have Leandro Trossard, a signing that Arsenal made from Brighton. He wasn't their original first choice, that was Mykhailo Mudryk, but when you think about the way that Trossard has really embedded himself in this Arsenal side and how integral he has been to some of the performances that they've had, I think they've actually made the better move and arguably had the better signing for this season. I say for this season because Mykhailo Mudryk has obviously a massive amount of potential, but I think it's what Arsenal needed, someone who has a little bit of an older head, a little bit of a calmer head, one that didn't take as long to adapt to the way that Arsenal play. When you consider that Arsenal are probably playing the best football in the league at the moment, to have a player to be able to seamlessly come in and play the same way, the same style, and to link up as well as he has done with Martin Odegaard is something that is just absolutely sensational. 1 goal and 5 assists in 10 matches is extremely impressive, especially when you consider that he's only meant to be a backup. He's a backup to Martinelli and he's been a backup to Gabriel Jesus and Eddie Nketiah. He can play a multitude of positions and he also has that winning mentality, that ability and level head to be able to go forwards, push his teammates on, and the quality that he's just risen with this squad is just fantastic. So one of the best signings of the January window. This next one might surprise some of you, but it is Cody Gakpo. He signed from PSV Eindhoven to Liverpool in the January window, and while I do think that his start to his Liverpool career has had a bit of a rocky start, I think he's got more than enough quality to be able to fit into this Liverpool side, and I think he's started to show his quality the more games he's gotten. 4 goals in 13 matches isn't necessarily too great when you consider he's meant to be that central striker or perhaps one of the wingers, but a lot of Liverpool's play that has been good has come from either a pass or an assist or a run from Cody Gakpo, and I think he's actually doing quite a good job of knitting this team together. He's playing almost the Roberto Firmino role and the way that he used to play, but he's just learning the ropes of his teammates, and Liverpool are not in a good place at the moment either. They're struggling to really connect with each other and create real clear-cut chances, but when they have been able to do it, Cody Gakpo has been at the centre of it. His touch is phenomenal, his ability to drift into space is extremely crucial to allow some of the Liverpool forwards, specifically Mo Salah, to be able to find some space and go forwards. And his ability to really pick up the ball on the half turn and then drive towards defenders is something that I think we're going to be seeing a lot next season. He is just very, very good on the ball and is extremely intelligent with his movements and the way that he plays. So he's in this list for me. I actually think he's done a very good job of improving what was quite a stale Liverpool attack. With Chelsea signing nearly every single player in existence, I suppose I had to put one of their players in this lineup. All jokes aside, Joao Felix is actually a sensational footballer, and that €10 million fee is looking quite small at the moment, especially when you consider the impact that he's having on this Chelsea team. Chelsea are in a dire moment and they need some kind of inspiration, and that inspiration could very well come from Joao Felix. His ability off the ball to really create space for his teammates, and his ability on the ball to really drive at players and take people on, and also to have a shot. He probably should have more goals than he actually does at the moment, and if it wasn't for the woodwork or a couple of blocks, I'm sure he would have been filling up his boots sooner rather than later. A lot of Chelsea signings have struggled to really bed into their new environment, their new team, and the new league that they're playing in, but one player that hasn't needed to do that is Joao Felix. His quality is undeniable, and his ability to really transition himself through this Chelsea side is unquestionable. Graham Potter has been putting him into the lineup more often than not, and you can see why. His teammates really do look to him for almost a guiding light on how to really start attacks and then really transition into a better phase of play. This all comes through his quality and his ability off and on the ball, and it's really no surprise that Graham Potter is trusting this loanee with one of his major attacking roles in his side. And it's this, among a lot of other reasons, why Joao Felix really does make this list. Up next we have Craig Dawson. He signed from West Ham for Wolves in January, and since Dawson has come into the Wolves back line, they've immediately looked a little bit sharper, a little bit wiser. Although he's not the fastest, his positioning, his leadership and determination in defending has really helped Wolves pick up some crucial and vital points to help them get away from the drop zone. This includes massive victories against the likes of Liverpool and Tottenham Hotspur. While I think that Kilman and Collins are good defenders in their own right, neither of them were really marshalling that back line, which led to a form of chaos that was not only hurting the Wolves defenders, but the team as a whole. Bring in Craig Dawson and things change. While he isn't the flashiest of defenders, he's able to communicate with the rest of his side and get them organised. Couple this invaluable trait with the fact that he can score a couple of goals, and you've got yourself a pretty good signing. Not bad for 4 million, eh? Last but certainly not least, we have Wout Weghorst. Yes, that's right, another loanee. If you don't watch Man United a lot, you will fail to see how Weghorst makes this list and how he really makes an impact on Manchester United at all, but he makes a huge impact on the club, and it will surprise you when I say he's one of their most important players in the side. But that really is the case. He is the most important, or one of the most important players in this team. The one glaring issue with him is his lack of goals, yes, but he makes up for that with an unbelievable work rate, positioning that really goes under the radar, and link play with his teammates, which really helps the side be very, very fluid, especially in transition. He drops into the midfield and then helps out his teammates when he needs to, playing off him and then allowing him to get into the box. Yes, he doesn't score all too much, but he's always there. He knows what he is in this great club, and that comes as an advantage to him. He knows where he stands, and he knows he's got to work to really get the best out of himself and out of his side, and that's exactly what he does. He's willing to work, and he's willing to do the hard yards to help the team succeed. And that helps his teammates to no end, who don't necessarily have to do as much tracking back or as much pressing as he would like to be doing, and it really does help them to no end. It might be the greatest trait that he offers this side is his selflessness, his ability to really go after players and make sure that he's closing people down, and that helps the quality players, or the flair players I should say, do their business to that greater extent. He's a pivotal key in this Manchester United side, and I really do think that they're going to miss him come the end of the season, because obviously he's still only on loan. If you want to know more about Wout Weghorst, I did a video on him, which is how he is so important to Manchester United, so if you'd like to, please do go and check that out, because Weghorst definitely is one of the signings of the January transfer window. That's it for today, guys. Thank you ever so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave the video with a like and subscribe if you haven't for more content like this coming very soon. Make sure you hit that notification bell as well. You don't want to miss what's coming up in the near future, and let me know your thoughts in the comment section below on who you believe is the best signing in the January transfer window. Let me know your thoughts. I would love to hear from you. But like I said, that's it from me for today. So thank you ever so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week, and I hope to see you in the next one. But until then, my friends, take care of yourselves, and bye-bye.